Well, apparently this is the ceiling of Epic Lloyd's studio.
We are
Epic
inside
Studios.
Lloyd's ceiling.
Yes, we are.
The jig is up.
Yep. Sorry. Hold on. Let me. Lloyd, you all right down there? Shut the hell up. Okay. Well, we're reacting to your video. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. So, Epic Studios, episode 2. I was gonna say I enjoyed the first episode a lot. I mean, should have Googled it.
Yeah.
That's a thing I think a lot of people should abide by. You should Google it. You should Google stuff sometimes before you jump head first in.
I have to say I mean I love ERB, but like this Raps is really cool, and I mean so far, I mean this has been super fun, and I don't know, I just like Lloyd's creative style and sort of his vision for stuff. You know, of course, I'm not just saying it because he asked us to react to this, but like, I mean, I don't know. It just sort of like something about it clicks.
You feel more connection to this.
I can't put my finger on it, but I just really enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, man. It's just like varying styles. I mean, varying styles I find interesting. You know, someone does a dramatic reading of one thing, and I don't find that person very interesting.
Right.
But a person that I love, you know, say someone who's like very well revered, but I don't much care for. Case in point, oh gosh, I don't want to piss anyone off, but insert generic actor here that I don't like. I'll think of it later. I'll try and think of the one that won't piss enough people off. But insert instead Christopher Walken. I will watch that all day, every day. And that's just like Lloyd, you know, his humor style and everything. I feel a connection with it because I like what he does. I like the fact. Okay, here's the thing: the fact that Epic Studios is half of a porn studio, and the fact that you and I both have a sort of a spotted history with almost getting into the porn industry.
Oh my gosh.
Well, honestly, I was approached about it.
That was just a joke we had at work. I've never actually come close to doing
Really?
porn. Yeah.
I thought you were dead serious.
Oh no. I mean, they may have been. I mean, I had a fashion merchandiser and like a director and a writer. So I mean, I guess it's really not hard.
I was going to say,
with the internet, it sort of makes it easy to film and distribute stuff.
I could see the porn writer right now. I could just see him just be like, "Are you ready? Because I
mean, half of the workplace calls me Anton, like from Deuce Bigalow.
Anton.
Right.
So you're Eddie Griff. Or,
yeah.
No. You're Oded Fair.
Oded Fair. I'm like fishy. Yeah.
It's like, women pay me to give them pleasure. So when you say you put your hair down, you're just like
it's a lot of hair.
Just like, women pay me to give them pleasure. Indeed. Actually, funny thing, Oded Fair is Israeli. He's Israeli. I was gonna say that's another Israeli that you look like. Neil
surprised.
Druckmann and friggin' Oded Fair.
I'm shocked by none of this.
Well, people keep saying. Oh, actually, someone. It was in. I think it was. It was the Adik the One's Try Not to Laugh challenge. Which unfortunately we won't be doing one this week because Ben's not here, and we have to have Ben here for that.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
But we'll have something. We'll have something else.
Sorry, they're gonna throw like an angry groundhog in there. I'm gonna lose.
Actually, they're gonna have the classic one. Alan. You ever seen that one?
Is that the prairie dog where he?
It's where he's yelling for his friend. It's where he's yelling for Alan. Have you not seen that one?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, that one's actually really funny. It's a funny animal dubs that I think that's the name of the channel. But anyway, we have Damn the Man.
Damn the Man.
Damn the Man, indeed. By Epic Studios. This is episode.
Oh, please let this be about the government.
Oh, if it is, will this be your new?
Oh.
This will be your new favorite episode.
I'll be like, I'll like start writing Lloyd love letters. I mean,
former
okay.
rock god was killed.
This is your inheritance.
I own a recording studio?
In our prime, we had a 2-year wait list. Now we're lucky enough if we can keep the power on.
Man, this sucks.
We got a whole family of raccoons living in there.
Raccoons?
Get a shotgun, dude. Handle him.
I for sure have rabies. Again! Whoa! No, Reggie, right? Look, you can't leave.
I just did.
No, man, please stay. We can make this place great again, but We gotta do it together.
The only thing working here ever did for me was give me hangovers and herpes.
Man, everybody has herpes.
I don't.
Look, man, I sold
I don't have
most of my
herpes.
stuff
That's because I've been
for gas
safe.
money to get here, okay?
Wrap it
I
up,
left a
motherfucker.
mindless
Wrap it
job
up.
at O'Hare Airport as a baggage claim attendant, and last weekend a homeless guy gave me $1. This is all I have. Please, just stay.
Fine. Come on, follow me. I got something to show you.
Yeah!
Awesome. I'm digging that guy's record player he's holding.
Speech check.
Videotape?
So you inherited a studio. That's fucking really cool, man. But you're probably thinking like, what the fuck, right?
So far, surprisingly accurate.
There's 3 things you gotta remember.
Coke.
Number 1, I'm all about the music. Number 2, you don't fucking forget to press record, because if you miss
Press
the fucking...
record. That's the advice. Press record.
That's good advice.
It is. It is. I can definitely say that.
No, I have no idea what this asshole is talking about.
Well, who's he talking to then?
I wasn't there when he filmed this.
You know what? You gotta look after yourself, so we got those fucking diamonds hitting real good. And of course, the most important thing you gotta remember, that's the shit.
Heroin.
Wait. Very informative, man. That didn't tell us anything.
Lloyd, do not listen to anything this human heroin needle just said. God bless his soul. When we created this studio, we had a vision.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's saying something right there very important, and they're just missing it.
What was that?
The main reason that this place is screwed.
Not another raccoon, is it? Is it another raccoon?
Hammer better. You're hammering like a communist. Look, this whole wall is gonna come
Yo,
down.
who the hell are you?
Sherman Weekman? Weekman Condos? You probably recognize me from my bus stop ads down at Dundas Square.
Nope.
No.
I did the commercial with the laser and the llama.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I know you've heard my jingle. You don't have to be a strong man to try weak man.
Sorry, pal.
And you are
I'm Lloyd Stefflin.
Stefflin. Don't tell me you're Mark Stefflin's kid.
The new owner of the studio, and you two can work this out. Oh, yeah.
No, he's not the new owner of the studio. Not unless he has a deed. Looks like a deed.
It is.
Nevertheless, all this does is buy you some time. This place will belong to me by the end of the month.
Why don't you just go get your own recording studio?
I don't want a recording studio. I want to turn this place into a really cool, not mainstream cool, hipster condos with shallow pools and a bocce ball lounge.
Ugh, sounds like a real douche den.
Well, it's not. Unless you consider a speakeasy that's only accessible via password inside the condo a douche den.
I do.
Yes, I do.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's a douche den, and so are you. Look, you can't just walk into somebody's place and take over their building, pal.
Oh, yeah? Why don't you go ask the old lady in the diner next door if I can just march on in and take a building over?
What diner next door?
Exactly.
Oh, I know what kind of guy you are. You're one of those corporate cocksuckers who comes into town and shuts down all the little guys.
Yeah, well, you're a dirty hippie.
I am not a hippie.
You never heard a rap.
You don't want me to rap.
You're right, I don't want you to rap.
Yo, I'm feeling rage and frustration. Another day, another monstrous corporation stops around, shutting down the smaller guy, making everything uniform and homogenized. Won't let the hood get smothered like this and take action, which means getting super pissed. I'll join the struggle like only I can. Writing aggro rap and call it damn the man. Damn the man. Damn big industry. Damn big business. Damn these greedy little piglets. Damn the man. Bones at the giant. The slingshot's waiting and bringing down Goliath. Damn the man. Slot on the shops owned by moms and pops has got to stop. So strap me to the front truck of the Mad Max caravan. I'll be shredding my guitar, screaming damn the man. Ever since Mr. Tim Horton rode into town, all the greasy spoon diners gotta shut the hell down. But I say that coffee tastes a whole lot better when it don't taste the same as every other cup ever. Little pizza joints getting flattened by dominoes. Whole Toronto turned to cookie cutter condo. Heads up, head honchos. We're throwing butt grubbing motherfuckers off a back like fucking Broncos. Your multinational trophy capitalism splits in half like the glisten of light refracted in prism. We're yelling back at the system. We won't be trapped in this prison. So quit meowing back cats. Such a trap up and listen. Damn the man.
Oh, that hurt my voice. I gotta go to Walmart and get a lozenge. All right, Reggie, this is it. Day 1 of our epic comeback. You're new. Are you here to record?
Ew, no. This place smells how cargo shorts look.
Lloyd, meet Presley. Apparently Mark hired her as our intern before he died.
Really?
Why would I make that up?
He had this habit of making major decisions for a studio without letting anybody know.
Well, perfect. We get a free receptionist.
Intern, you pay me in grades.
Well, I can afford that. You get a B just for being here. That's a good grade. Congrats. You're up early.
It's 11:30, Lloyd. I've been recording since 7.
What self-respecting musician is up at 7 in the morning?
Only the highest grossing Canadian act to record here in 2 years. This is
Mountie.
Poutine on the Ritz.
Poutine on the Ritz.
Welcoming
Jesus.
Syrian refugees.
We're sorry Syria's at war.
And other countries close their doors.
Come here to escape your trouble.
And learn to love the double-double.
Oh my God, haven't they suffered enough? Look, man, we gotta stop recording weird shit like this. This is our one chance to turn this place around. We need real acts.
Lloyd, that's a lot easier said than done.
Remember what Mark Dad said? It was like, mumble, 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 coke, coke, coke. The music is the important thing, heroin, coke, coke. But that music part was right.
Well, I'm on board with that. You bring him in, I'll make him sound good.
Okay.
I tried to stop him.
Stop who?
Yow, yow, yow!
What the hell is this?
Who the hell am I?
Yeah.
Hobie Stefan. I'm your new employer. I own this studio. Bam!
What?
Huh? Okay, looks like we got a conflict of interest.
He's got a long lost brother?
Half brother, I'd say.
Hmm.
Well, his dad did get around. His dad did get around a lot.
Right.
Jesus. Oh man. Okay. So, so for me, okay. I'm interested. Okay, the conflicts that are arising. I mean, Lloyd having to get acts to put in now is compounded with, his long lost half brother.
Well, assuming. I mean, he might be an imposter.
Yeah, very well could be. I was gonna say and plus Lloyd's deed looks a lot more older and authentic. I mean, honestly, it looks like it was signed first.
I mean, it looks like it was, previously in the hands of a heroin addict.
And a coke addict.
And a coke addict.
And a
sex
degenerate
addict.
sex fiend.
Yep. Probably alcoholism in there somewhere.
That's a cake. That's cake compared to the other stuff.
Reeks of personal vices. Anyway.
Indeed. So yeah. So honestly, I'm the MC Mountie. Poutine on the Ritz.
Poutine. That's hilarious.
That is actually really funny.
Yeah, super funny. And I'm honestly, yeah, if you're Canadian, there's no way you can be offended by that. That's just funny.
That is.
That's just funny.
Well, I was gonna say the fact that a lot of Canadians are so apologetic. Just for the thought of you thinking that they would be offended, they'll say sorry anyway. It's like, wait, did you think that I was offended by that, and did it worry you? A little bit. Sorry.
I did. It cracked me up on the subject of Canada. I saw a bunch of horrible news headlines, and then somebody had made meanwhile in Canada, authorities free soapy beaver from fence. And there was a beaver that had come out of hibernation, and he was still kind of fat. And he tried to crawl through a fence and got stuck, so they found him, and they rubbed him down with dish soap to slick him up and pull him out of the fence. And the picture was hilarious because this beaver was just sort of hanging there in the fence.
A fat beaver, just like anytime now, guys, anytime.
And I was like, oh man, I was like, that's funny. Those are the kind of news stories I would like to see every day.
Yeah, I get that.
It's there's nothing to report on. It's no one's bombing anybody. It's just, except in our case, we do have some beavers around here, but it's mostly groundhogs and raccoons. So
yeah, well, what I'd like to see is more local news network stuff. Actually people who want to report news of that area, and I think that would actually probably make the big news networks more honest. Because mainstream media, they're just engorging everybody with fear and illogical bullshit. But go figure. It's part of the game, I guess.
The man.
Okay, in terms of Lloyd talking about the man in this, I think you had a different kind of man in mind.
Yeah, I did. I mean, well, I mean, it's obviously, though, you caught the joke at the end, though. He's like, I'm going to go to Walmart and get a lozenge. And usually everyone's image of the man is Walmart.
Yeah, well, Walmart's easy access to pretty much everything.
Right. And, I mean, so, people like to take shots at larger businesses and things, but whenever they describe what they have a problem with, they're not really describing like the normal competitive circumstances of a free market. They're usually describing all the aspects of, large corporations that have like grown up under the benefits of big government and, basically operate with special privileges that aren't accessible to the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say Canada is no different in some ways. I mean, do you know how much stuff Rogers, the Rogers company owns?
Have no idea.
Well, they renamed the Skydome the Rogers Center. They've renamed honestly, they pretty much own almost everything, and they're pretty much a federally controlled company almost.
Right. So I mean, I'm not really up on all the regulations like in Canada, but here, I mean, a lot of times your mom and pop style businesses face so many barriers to entry imposed by the state. So,
yeah, 35% corporate tax rate. Thank you very much for that.
So, yeah, I mean, it's like,
asses.
Then I feel like a lot of times people's rage is misdiagnosed. But, I mean, Lloyd's a pretty smart guy, and of course he throws in that joke about raging against the man, and he's like, I'm going to go to Walmart and get a lozenge. Like,
well, Walmart operates on a very low profit margin.
It does, but I mean, people take shots at them all the time because they're
the biggest kid on the block,
right?
Well, a 2% profit margin. I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing compared to like what Comcast does. I mean, you heard about Comcast? The stuff that they're doing and everything. It's ridiculous.
I know Comcast isn't terribly popular.
Terribly popular. They're terrible. Period. Because the truth is, they're the only big internet service provider in a lot of areas.
Mm-hmm.
They pretty much spike their prices for like the crappiest speeds. Like my dad pays through the nose just to have internet connection out where he lives. He pays like $60-$70 a month.
Right.
You know what his internet speed is? He's lucky if he hits 3 megs. 3 megabits per second, which is shit. That's, I mean, honestly, ours here is 100 and 150 almost.
Wow.
And we pay what he pays.
Right.
And Comcast feels like they don't have to improve the network or anything because there's no other competition out where he lives.
Well, I mean, that does happen.
Well, do you know why? Well, do you know why there's no competition out where he lives?
I'm not going to be surprised by this, but I don't know.
Well, because Comcast owns wire rights on pretty much all the public or on all the public land.
Sounds about right.
Back there. So they're not allowed. So what the private business owners actually have to ask is every person's individual property. They have to go up to them and ask, can we actually dig on your property because public property, Comcast owns the rights to all of those. So pretty much the state prevents smaller businesses from bringing it. Like they were digging for fiber optic back there. They actually ran it to the school that was near there,
right? And
they stopped. And it's just like only like about 100 yards away from my dad's house. A local company. And the reason they had to stop was because the school agreed to let them dig on it, and also the other surrounding properties agreed, but the property next door to the school will not agree at all.
And there it is.
And it's just bull. It's a whole load of bull that it happens like that. The state controls the highways.
The man behind the curtain pulling the strings.
Exactly. It's a greedy piglet. It's a greedy piglet that says more taxes. More taxes, please. Sheesh. All right. Well, all right. Let's all right. I'd say that's going to do it for this. I was going to say, if you all want to check out more of Epic Studios, feel free to go to the link in the description down below. It'll take you to the video that we just watched, Damn the Man. And it also will, and there will also be a link to Epic Lloyd's channel. So go there, check out his channel. Give him some, show him some love because he shows us love pretty much every time that we do one of his videos. And once again, Lloyd, thank you so much for that. And once again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
We'll see you later, everyone. Peace out.